Welcome back to Blacktown for game number 2 of the Under-18s State Championship for 2026. This game sees Sutherland taking on the girls from Penrith City. Sutherland to field first, and Saskia Wild is delivering the pitches. Jasmine Welsh behind the dish. First base is Isabella Down. Second base, Layla Southam. On the hot corner, Olivia Copeland. The shortstop, Nicola Blyton. Left field, Alana Kavanagh. Isabella Phillips in centre field, and the right fielder, Amelia Noakes. Lead-off batter for Penrith City, catcher, Chloe Johnston. Beautiful conditions here. Sun out now, the cloud cover. And the fog that we had this morning starting to burn off. Blue crew for this one, Tyler Barclay behind the plate, Rob McIntosh on first base, Leith Roberts is on the hot corner. Little change up attempted there, just missing the zone. Johnston unmoved. Nice pitch. It's a piece of that one. Johnson puts it into shallow left field, full short of the fielder. And a safe hit to start off for Chloe Johnston. Bring up the shortstop for Penrith, Lily Warren. Johnston looks for the steal signal here. Warren shapes, gives cover. Johnston well off the base. The cover comes around, but there's no play down the first base line. He gets away from the catcher. Play at second. The slide from Johnston beats the throw. Time call. Gives Johnson time to get up and regain her composure on the base. Runner in scoring position, 1-1 the count here for Warren. Strike called by umpire Barclay. Second game on the diamond number 1 here for Penrith City. They went down after a great start and played no play at third. Johnston, the steal. As Warren takes a look down the third base line, gets a call from the coach. So unfortunately for Penrith, they started like a house on fire, scored 6 in the opening inning. It took the time limit for the game to be decided. And it was Cumberland Nepean who came from behind to win 7-6. City will want to get a good start here again. Looks like they have. The lead hitter already on third base, Lily Warren. And have the brightest mornings with the bat in hand in that first game, so she'll look to start something here if she can. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it away. In the dirt. Kept in play by the catcher. Lily Warren makes her way down the first base line with the base on balls. The runners on the corners. First time Lily's been on the diamond today. 3 K2s in that earlier match. Good patient at bat there from Lily. That'll bring up Philippa Cracknell. A couple of beautiful pieces in that opening game. As Warren steals second. Piece of it straight back to the pitcher. The score a run. As Johnston crosses the plate, so an RBI in the book for Cracknell. One out for Penrith City, brings up to the plate the four-hitter, Bridie Harper. Likes to hit to right field. The beautiful line drives in that opening game this morning. Big swing and a miss at one on the inside. It was an off-speed pitch. Gosh. Walks the runner back to third base. Harper gets on that one. Late drags it foul down the third baseline. Beautiful line drives into right field. The opening game. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher. No play for Welsh. And that brings Lila Warren home. Scores the second run for Penrith City. 2-2 the count here for Harper. The piece back to the pitcher. The ground out. A repeat performance of the previous batter. That brings up Jessica McCarthy. Centre fielder for Penrith. Hard hit down to Olivia Copeland. Copeland fires it across in the dirt, gets away from the first base. It was a nice pick up from Copeland. The ball just dropped a bit short of the first base fielder. Fortunately for Sutherland, couldn't dig it out. It was a nice stretch. Sees McCarthy safe at first. Jordan Sawnby up to the plate. Runner goes, no play. McCarthy stands tall on second. In the dirt again, picked up this time. Welsh traps it, keeps the runner in check. One a little bit high there. Sawnby thought about it. Umpire Barclay unmoved, 3 balls. Hitters count here for Sawnby. There's a swipe at one on the inside, choked her up. She got a piece of it, fouled it away. A bit of a laugh with the coach there. This one along the ground, this time Copeland charges in. Doesn't quite pick it up. Just hit the front of the glove and stayed in the dirt. It's a slow roller, a little bit of a dribbler down the third base line. Copeland had to come in at pace. Time called. Infield come together for Sutherland. Just take a big deep breath is the call from the shortstop. Blighton is taking charge, telling the guys it's okay, shake it off, stay in this game. Only need the one out. Brings up Addison Finnimore for Penrith City. Runner goes. And with the runner on third, there's no play at second. Hard hit ground ball, gets away from the shortstop. That'll score 2 runs. And Hornsby with a stand-up double to centre field. Nice evasion there by Hornsby at well. It was hit hard right in her direction. She had to get out of the way of it and not interfere with the fielder either. She was able to do that. That brings up Chloe Dunham. Gets a piece of the first one. Hard hit ground ball. Blighton fires it over in time, gets the out, and that's what they needed to shut it out. Penrith City score 4. Another great opening inning for Penrith City. 4 runs across the plate, and now it's up to the bats of Sutherland to come out and see if they can get the job done as well. Having pitched 4 innings in the opening game, Philippa Cracknell starts in the circle once again for Penrith City. Chloe Johnson behind the dish. First base, Jordan Hornsby. Second base here is Amelia Robertson. And on the hot corner, Bridie Harper. Shortstop, Lily Warren. The lead-off batter for this one for Sutherland is the shortstop, Nicola Blighton. High pitch, taken beautifully by Johnston. In left field for Penrith is Addison Finnimore. Centre fielder is Jessica McCarthy. And the right fielder closing out the defence, Chloe Dunham. Cracknell delivers another beautiful pitch. Did a great job in that opening game. Pitched the 4 inning and made Cumberland Nepean work hard for those runs. One picked up in the dirt. Blighton just lifts the leg. And that early fouls it away down the first base line. Blighton locked it in early there in the batter's box. Into a hitting position very early indeed. There, powered up now. Walks in. Gets it fouled away again over the first baseline. to have Megan Tuvey back on board again, shouting out for Penrith City. High pitch this time from Cracknell. Whiten gets the hands up to one upstairs. Cracknell just drawing Blyton into the battle here. Good start for Sutherland, staying in this fight. Cracknell had a few of these battles, delivered knockout blows. Can she do the same here? She does, gets a called strike at the top of the strike zone. By Tyler Barclay, throws out the batter. That's the risk a batter takes. They leave those ones straight down the middle at the top of this hitting zone. Umpire Barclay draws his line for the day as Isabella Downs steps up to the plate. The first K2 in the scorebook for Cracknell, as we see a swing and a miss. It's a slow reaching swing there for Downs. Shapes to bunt there. The corners come charging in. Downs takes a ball. Cracknell ready. Downs shapes up to bunt again. Looks for the slap. No, outside the zone. Gets away from Johnston. She looks down at the glove. Realises the ball's not there. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Downs. Little swipe. Just a little push at the ball that time from Downs. A real convincing swing. Strike adjustment here. The hands a little bit higher up the bat for Downs this time. Outside the zone. Johnston takes it beautifully. Fires it back to Cracknell. Full count here. Whooper Cracknell, can she deliver another knockout punch? Downs ready to fight. Yeah, another called strike. Beautiful pitch, good speed from Cracknell. Took the inside. Out number 2, back-to-back K2s for Cracknell. Up high, new batter is Layla Southam. Southam holds check, gets a ball. High, again holds the hands back. Time called. Bit of bullpen action there for the Sutherland team. Unfortunately, the ball comes into play, interferes, and the umpire's call time. The one takes the inside. Layla didn't hear the umpire's call, thought it was ball 4. She was on her way down the first baseline, has to come back. Doesn't come that easy, Layla. 3 balls, 1 strike. Another pitch Beautifully delivered from Cracknell. Full count now. Nice comeback here for Cracknell. Southland with a bit to do now. Swings at one upstairs, and that is the pressure. Beautiful pitching by Philippa Cracknell. 3 up, 3 down, 3 K2s in the scorebook. And that's the best start they could have asked for. They retain that 4-0 lead as we make our way into the top of the second.
Yeah, I've got to head for radio.
Saskia Wild continues in the circle for Sutherland. It will be the number 9 hitter for Penrith City, Amelia Robertson, who will start us off here in the top of the second. Called strike. Robertson's first trip to the plate. They nearly got through the lineup in the opening inning. Penrith City batted down to number 8. So here's Robinson. She gets a line drive along the ground into right field, and a safe hit to start the dig. Exactly what you want from your leadoff hitter. She gets on base. Brings up the leadoff hitter, Chloe Johnston. We've got a safe hit to left field. Start the day. In the dirt. Walsh fires it over. The slide from Robertson was on the money. She arrives safely at second base. Slight delay on the throw there from Desmond Welsh behind the plate. 1 strike the count here for Johnston. Change up. Picked up beautifully. Well, delivers one. Popped up. Taken by the catcher. The corners come charging in. It was a tough catch for the catcher. She just put the glove out and hoped. And the ball fell right into the pocket. So Johnston goes back to the dugout. And brings up the shortstop, Lily Warren. One high. On with the base on balls to start her second game of the day. On the inside, tucks away from 1. 2 balls. One out, runner on 2 here for Penrith City. One in the dirt, and Hits Warren on that front leg. No damage done. She makes her way down the first baseline. Brings up Philippa Cracknell. Round out to the pitcher. Stripped to the plate. Runners on 1 and 2 here. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher. There'll be no play for Welsh. Runners advance. 2 runners in scoring position now for Cracknell. Patient at bat here for Cracknell needed. Gets a piece of it over the head of the shortstop. That'll score 2 runs here. Cracknell with a double on an error. 2 RBIs. She celebrates in second, calls time so she can get some of her batting equipment to the coaches. 6-0 scoreline, all too familiar for Penrith City. Another runner in scoring position here, Bridie Harper. Steps up to the plate, ground out to the pitcher last time. But this morning in the opening game, with 2 beautiful line drives to right field, scored runs. An opportunity to break that 6-run scoreline that Penrith City went down, having scored in the first game. Harper being patient here. Gets a piece of that one. That was a solid hit. Got straight through the pitcher. Broke the pivots into centre field. So she scores. Cracknell. It's the 7th run across the plate. And the coach for Sutherland calls time. We might see a pitching change here. Saskia Wild's job is done. Multiple changes coming into effect. Andrea Sophocleous goes out to centre field by the look of it. Saskia Wild makes her way to the dugout. Isabella Phillips, who comes in from the centre field. She takes up her position in the circle now. And she'll go through her warm-ups and we'll take a quick break. Bridie Harper makes her way back out to first base, and that'll bring up the new hitter, Jessica McCarthy. One hit back. We go for the lead runner. They make the out on second. Forced out at 2. Arthur arrives safely at first on the fielder's choice. Brings to the plate once again, Jordan Hornsby. He gets away from the catcher. McCarthy makes the way safely to second. Two out now for Penrith City. Nice pitch, just misses on the inside. Hornsby not tempted by that one. This time she does, she offers a swing. One ball, two strikes now for Jordan Hornsby. Upstairs misses. Jasmine Mills attempting to frame that one, had to bring it in a long way. Umpire Barclay not taking that one. In the dirt, gets away, but kept in play by Welsh this time. And we're in scoring position. And Hornsby get another run here. In the dirt, takes a base on balls. We'll bring up Addison Finney-Moore. RBI double to centre field. First time she's faced Phillips. It was a big swing. It was a nice pitch from Phillips up in the hitting zone. Finney-Moore looking to get contact. It's a piece, fouls it away into the back net. Phillips now, Finney-Moore readies herself, waits on it, hits a beautiful piece into left field. That'll score one run, little juggle. Throw comes in to third, but not in time to take the runner, so another double for Addison Finney-Moore. Comes to the plate once again, Chloe Dunham, the right fielder for Penrith City. He's starting to apply the runs here. It's a piece of that one. It's a slow roller fielded by the pitcher. Phillips goes for the play at home. And then another error. A rushed throw to the third base. That scores another 2 runs. Unfortunately for the Sutherland team, with 2 outs, they're allowing Penrith City to score extra runs here. And the coach calls time, comes out with a smile on his face, just looking to arrest some of this momentum. As Penrith City apply the pressure with the bats. Fortunately for the girls from Sutherland, a few little errors just allow some more runs across the plate. But they're still smiling, still plenty of energy out there. And the coach, having delivered the words of wisdom, makes his way back to the dugout, and the girls get ready to get on with it. Nil the scoreline. Nice strike Back in play, does the job for Phillips. She delivers a strike to open the account here for our new batter, Amelia Robinson, who started this inning with a safe hit to right field. One upstairs. Piece of slow roller down the third baseline. Olivia Copeland just lets it trickle into foul territory through the hands up. Assisted the umpire with the call. Robertson lives the punch on. 1 ball, 2 strikes account here for Amelia. 2 out. Fouled away this time. In the dirt, taken by Welsh. Stays at second. Robinson lets one high, back to the catcher. Interesting time in the match here. Penrith City 2 out. Runner in scoring position as Robertson makes her way down the first baseline with the base on balls. Back to the top of the lineup for Chloe Johnston, who, as the catcher, was probably all suited up. She's got the gear off now and ready to take up her place in the batter's box. With 2 out, I'd imagine she would have been dressed and ready to go. Tucks away from one on the inside, Johnston. This is her second at-bat of this inning. Put one up for the catcher. First time out. Gets away. Taken by the catcher up high. Phillips just losing the handle on that one. In the dirt. Welsh keeps it in front. Throw down the third baseline taken by Copeland. 2 more runs in scoring position here for Johnston. Plenty of space in that outfield as well, if she can get it over the heads of the infielders. Takes one on the back. Johnson loads them up here for Penrith City. Brings up Lily Warren. As the catcher, Johnson makes way off. Francesca Vella comes out as the base runner. 2 out, speed up play for the catcher. Holds her hands back from one just outside the strike zone. Plays live. Play at the plate. A run scores on that return throw. Another one gets away. Fortunately, another error there for the Sutherland girls sees a run score. Warren ducks away from one and on the inside. again. This time Welsh throws a body at it, keeps it in play, holds the runners at 2 and 3. Apply, swings from Warren. Shouts down the line to the coach, "You told me." Again, foul ball, gets a piece of that one. Warren now, that one high, well outside the strike zone. She lets it go through to the catcher. Loads them up once again for Penrith City here. They have the scoreline at 12-0. Philippa Cracknell steps up to the plate. An RBI hit to right field. Previous journey to the batter's box. Line drive hit hard down the third baseline. Vella had overrun the base there, had to scurry back as Blighton came around in cover. Cracknell as the pitcher takes the speed up play as well. Robertson makes her way back out to the bases. Time call. Coach Danny Adam comes out to have a big chat with Olivia Copeland, the third base fielder. Liv was all smiles. I think Danny was just checking. He came into the game with a little bit of an injury, just making sure she was okay there, having taken that one on the leg. As Bridie Harper steps up to the plate, leans into the first one, fouls it off. Loaded bases once again here for Harper. In the dirt, Welsh digs it out. They go for the play down third. Dives back in to the bases. Pick off play not in time. In front of Vella, who else it was diving back. That one gets away once again. Another sloppy throw back to the pitcher. Allows one to cross. A couple of times that's happened now. Two balls, one strike here for Bridie Harper. First base is open. She gets a piece of that one. Beautiful line drive into deep centre left. It trickles back out to the fence. That scores 2. And a stand-up double for Bridie Harper. 2 RBIs. And the runs pile on here for Penrith City as their bats come out to fire. It's 2 outs. For Sutherland comes out. Looks like we'll have some changes here. sure what's happening down there. Umpire Leith Roberts comes into the conversation as well. See the coach and the umpire both have their lineups out. We'd love to have a mic down in there in that conversation, but unfortunately we don't. Take a quick break while this break takes place. Looks like we have a re-entry here for the pitcher Saskia Wilds, which means replacement player comes out of centre field and Isabella Phillips makes her way back out there. New pitcher in, she'll get some warm-ups. We'll take another quick break. She's good to go by the look of it. Waves them off and we are set to get back underway. Swing and a miss this time from McCarthy, and the runner advances to third. Called strike this time. McCarthy looks down the line. Not happy with that call. Gets the fight on here. Ground ball. Again gets away from Copeland off that tricky leg. To score another run. Brodie Harper crosses the plate. Jordan Thornby steps up with the plate. Dead ball called. Thornby takes one on the leg. Starting to get away from Sutherland. They have two out. They just need that final out to stem the flow here. Ground ball, hit to second base, who takes it, gets it over to one. Not in time, the call of safe. Coach Robinson fully animated down there in the first base box, giving the call as well. Once again, Penrith City load them up, brings to the plate Chloe Dunham. Dunham, grounder almost to the same spot. This time they complete the out. So the third out finally made by Sutherland. But Penrith City go on a bit of a rut there, scoring plenty of runs. We have it at 17-0 as we make our way into the bottom of the second. Sutherland, they need to fire here. Hannah Kavanagh leads off here for Sutherland as they look to stem the flow. They need to get back into this match. It's a big fight. Penrith City with an extensive lead. Time called by umpire Barclay. The gate needed to be shut. Hannah Kavanagh faces the first pitch. It was a wild pitch to start off with. We've got a pitching change in the circle. Hayley Blakey it is, rolling the arm over now for Penrith City. Philippa Cracknell's job is done in this one. Another wild pitch taken by Johnston. She just... Does Hayley know settle? Just throw him in here. Fouled away this time. A nice pitch by Blakey, good speed. Kavanagh not up to the task that time. A piece of it fouled it away. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. One again gets away. Just looking for some control here. Blakey. Catcher calls time. One of the leg straps has come undone. He attempted to do it up. I don't think it stayed. See what happens. Another nice pitch from Blakey. Right down the middle. Big swing and a miss from Kavanagh. Full count now. Swings at one upstairs and Blakey gets the first K2. Brings up Amelia Noakes. Noakes the right fielder for Sutherland. Plenty of intent in a warm-up in the box. She's ready to have a hit here. Blakey fires it in, another one upstairs. Outside the hitting zone and Noakes unfazed. The one that Noakes lets go through to the catcher. Up high, no piece of that one. Blakey looks to end this. She fires one in, a swing and a miss from Noakes. 2 strikes now, the count. Swing and a miss from Noakes. That's K2, number 2 here for Blakey. And Sutherland face a tough battle. And I've just been joined by a celebrity commentator, Mohi Ramika. Great to have you on board, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. Good to be back, mate. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Dynamic duo back in the box.
I know. People have been asking for it. I don't know how much. I don't know how true that is, but.
The tough lines here for the girls from Sutherland. Liv Copeland in the batter's box now. They're facing a mammoth battle here. Penrith have laid on 17 runs in their 2 inning. And Blakey delivers another high one. What brings you out today, mate? Softball?
Yeah, my daughter's playing for Southern Districts, mate. They'll be on this diamond next game. But, yeah, always good to be out at the softball park on the weekend, mate.
Beautiful weather as we see a big swing from Copeland.
It was a bit worrying with all that rain earlier in the week, but glad to be out here with the girls playing some softball.
Okay, they are. This Penrith City team have been on fire. They went down in the opening game. Cumberland Nepean came from behind to take them down. And in this one, I think they've done the required job. It's Copeland, the third batter in this inning. 2 K2s for Blakey. And another called strike there by umpire Barclay. Plenty of talent on show here, Moe, in this under-18 girls.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's one of those age groups where it can be hit or miss a lot of the time. But with the amount of teams that have lined up this weekend, there's definitely plenty of talent around, which is good to show, good to see for our sport.
Absolutely, mate. And your daughter playing in a combined team, Newcastle and Southern Districts coming together to make sure that those girls get the opportunity to play in the state championships.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely commend Soccer New South Wales on making that an option to some associations to do that and make sure that they can get out here and play.
And Copeland there, they checked the swing and she didn't offer one, said the umpire on first base. She makes her way down. So runner on board here for Sutherland, the first time in the game. And that brings up young Phillips, Isabella, who faces her first pitch. Holds her hands back and a called strike. They fire the ball down the first base line. The pick off not in time, and Copeland gets back.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing there from the Penrith catcher. Normally when the score is blown out by so much, they tend to just let things slide a little. She's definitely carrying on that aggression that her team has shown with the bat. Field up behind the plate.
Yeah, Johnson it is. She's been a Trojan behind the dish. And Blakey comes into the game. She started off with some high balls well outside the zone, and Johnson hasn't let any through. So now with Copeland on first base, she'll have to have her wits about her. Fouled away by Phillips. And how's that combined team gone so far? They had a game earlier this morning?
Yeah, they had a game versus Hornsby this morning where they battled really well at the bats. Actually came away with a 17-8 win, which was good. I won't mind saying that to some were probably surprising. To players especially it looked like it was, but they definitely went out there and used their bats. So it will set them up well for their next game.
Excellent. We'll await that one here at 1 o'clock. Look forward to bringing you all of that action. Here's Phillips. Steadies herself once again in the box. Copeland still at first. She puts it straight back in the glove of Hayley Blakey. And that's the third out. Sutherland couldn't add any runs to the book there. And now it's all about Penrith City. Do they look to pile on some more runs? Or, I don't know, mate. The way they are, they're an aggressive batting team. They've hit some beautiful hits. And a couple of errors came into the game in that one from Sutherland. And hopefully they can arrest that in this inning.
Most definitely. And I think for Penrith in particular, given that they went down in that first game versus Cumberland, they'd want to be sure going into their next game that their bats are as hot as possible. So I'd look for them to continue on that same aggression that they've showed the whole time, as well as Sutherland. They'd obviously look to keep that aggression at bay.
We'll take a quick break and bring you all of the action of the next inning as the Sutherland girls start to make their way out onto the diamond. Might have a few changes. And we'll see how it all shapes up. Francesca Vella steps up to the plate. She'll be the lead off here for Penrith City. Swipes at one, fouls it away down the first baseline. Interesting batting technique there, Morgie. Got down on her knees almost to connect that one.
I'm going to go with the aggression call on that swing. Francesca pretty unknown amongst the group here, so she'll be doing everything she can to get on base here for Penrith.
Gets a piece of that one. Little ground ball to Blighton, who fires it over. In time for their first out.
That was a great pickup by the first base there to get the ball in the dirt.
It was. Judgment called by the umpire was right on the spot. It was a bang-bang play. And that'll bring up Chloe Johnston, lead-off hitter.
Bit of swag there over at first base with the umpire. It's Rob McIntosh.
And the opening pitch, a ball gets away from the catcher. It was very nonchalant on the call-out. Johnston took a ball in the back, her last trip to the plate. Should be hoping that doesn't happen again. And as I say that, is that the commentator's curse?
I'm going to say it is because that happened as you said it.
A different pitcher this time around as well.
It's saying that she definitely had to twist hard.
It's Evangeline Cameron in the circle now. Lily Warren steps up to the plate. That's a piece of that one. Beautiful line drive into shallow left field. And just a single as Johnson makes her way around to second. Nice piece there. Got her hands up to it and just drove it into that shallow left field.
Yeah, Warren did well to just get her timing right there. She sat back and waited for that ball to get into the right spot. Made a good swing at that, good contact, put the ball out to left field to Laura Adam.
And Hayley Blakey steps up to the plate. And that one gets away from the catcher, but the runners are going to hold their bases.
And Laura Adams making her debut this tournament in the softball world out at left field. I know because I know how nervous she is.
She got a hit in the first game.
Very good.
Good start to the tournament. Good to see her out in the field. Holds her hands here, Blakey. Checked herself, it was up high. A lot of hitters like it up there if they can get their hands up. That time Hayley holds it back. Swing and a miss from Blakey. Who was that just popped past the camera there? Bit of a change there. Blakey has a big swing. The runners are going to hold as well.
I'll go back to that comment about Penrith not wanting to slow down in terms of what they're going to do with the bat. Which, depending on which way you look at it, they can both be a good and a bad thing. But for them, definitely a good thing if their bats are working.
But as you said, they're not taking the pressure off the batters. The batters are there to hit, and the runners, it would seem, with the scoreline that they do have here, they could shut it out in this inning. They're holding the base runners and making the hitters hit to score the runs, which is, nice play there by the Penrith coaches. And that'll be a base on balls for Hayley. She'll make her way down the first baseline. Brings up big hitting Bridie Harper.
Just going back there, I also think from a hitting point of view, in a situation like this, you definitely want the bats to be the thing that scores those runs, and not apply so much pressure on the base because you literally don't have to. But just relying on your hitters to do the job.
You see a ball there to open the account for Bridie Harper. Bridie's hit 3 RBIs in this one. A couple of beautiful line drives into centre field. She can keep that going. Chance to score here with loaded bases. She does in that same position, gets through the pivots, scores 2 runs. The throw that gets away, they're going to hold the runners up on 2 and 3, so a double there for Bridie Harper.
That's what I like to see from the batting team like that, especially when they're in front by so much. They don't have to be super aggressive in terms of base running. They know that they can rely on their hitters to score these runs. So good job by the coach there on the Penrith side.
Sophie Keane it is, gets her first trip to the batter's box in this game. The Penrith City coaches using all their players now. Sophie's first appearance in the first 2 games here for Penrith City. Just a little bit outside the strike zone there. Catcher Welsh liked the look of it, held it out there for the longest time for umpire Barclay to make his call, but he wasn't changing, wasn't moved. Nice pitch, swing and a miss from Keane. Cameron putting the ball in there to be hit, which is great. You've got the defence behind you. There's 1 strike.
I was just going to say, it's probably brought in the game with the expectation that she just jump in there, watch the ball, get them something to hit, allow her fielders to help out.
Not all pitchers can strike out every batter they face, and when you have a defence behind you, you've got to put your faith in their hands as such. Here we go now. It's another nice pitch. Just misses on the inside. Keane tucked away from it, loads them up once again for Penrith City here. We'll bring up Jordan Sawnby. Strike call. Sawnby just shrugs the shoulders, not phased. We've got runners running everywhere here. Poor Sophie doesn't know what's going on. No. Confusion reigns supreme. Sophie's overrun. There hasn't actually been a play made here. We've got 2 runners standing on second. Now the umpire makes the call. You've overrun the lead, the runner in front of you. Just a little bit of confusion there from Sophie. She saw the pass ball, and as you would traditionally in a game, you're going to steal there. Just that little bit of awareness. Unfortunately for Sophie, she'll get a rundown from the coaching staff as she makes her way back into the dugout. The runner's on 2 and 3 now. Sawnby hits it into left field. Adams lets it drop just in front. Another 2 runs across the plate. What line drive it was. Two more runs across the plate.
Again, if we go back to that play there, I mean, it probably should have been 3 runs there, but again, if we go back to that play on that runner there, like naturally, like you said, if once the ball goes past that catcher, you're looking to go to an extra base.
Oh, Warren gets her hands up to one, hits it hard. Sorry, Moe. All the way back out to the fence, falls a couple of metres short, but she makes her way around to third. Are they going to push her? They are, for an infield home run. Addison Finney-Moore stands tall. That was a beautiful swipe, Mo. Got their hands up high in the hitting zone and drove it to within a metre of the fence.
It was absolute croker of a shot there. Did well to get her hold her hands back, wait for that ball to cross her hitting zone. Made a good swing at that one. That ball travelled deep. Scored all runs out herself. So very good job there by Finney-Moore.
she wasn't going to hold up. And with a hit like that, you want to give the hitter that opportunity, don't you, to score a home run here at the home of softball New South Wales.
Yeah, most definitely. And that ball, she definitely travelled, but also on top of that, she was very, very fast around those
Very quick.
bases.
Yeah, absolutely. Not something I've ever been accused of being, that's for sure. Brings up Chloe Dunham now.
Yes, that's why you and I are PMA.
That and the fact that we're not under 18 girls.
Well, yeah, and yeah. Well, I also got the first part for it. Yeah.
Chloe Dunham. Hard hit, gets away from Olivia Copeland. Third base, it was a nice hard hit into the ground from Dunham. She's been good.
Which is awesome to see by Dunham. She's just out of the 14s program. She was a part of the 14 regionals team earlier this year. So her first go in 18s. I might be wrong there, but I'm going to assume it's her first go in 18s there, and she's doing really well with the bat. So good to see.
There's a lot of young talent coming through all of these teams. I had a look at the lineups earlier on, and some great young talent coming through. The under-15s Australian team, as we see a little pop-up there into right field. Comes in, tries to backhand it. Never looked comfortable underneath it, it has to be said. The ball comes into the centre, so they'll hold them up on the corners. But yeah, talked in the early games about the Australian under-15s team that's been selected. Plenty of New South Wales representation in there. But great opportunity for these young girls to step through the representation ranks. And this is a perfect tournament to blood those guys, those younger players, give them opportunity to face some of these under 18-year-olds.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think it only makes those players better. I mean, we can obviously see that the result in terms of score and where we're at in this game, that doesn't necessarily help the Sutherland players, but for them to have the exposure to this type of softball that they might not be used to at their own association, can only help them in the long run.
Absolutely. As Chloe Johnson, it's her fifth trip. That's another hard hit ball. It was a nice attempt from Copeland. Blyton backs it up, gets the out at one, and that'll retire the Penrith team. That was a beautiful out, Moe. It was a slow roller off the glove of Copeland, and she fired it over to first base.
Yeah, it was a beautiful play to get the third out there. Did well to track that ball. I believe it came from the third base over to her, so in order for her to grab that, get it into the throwing hand, make the play over at first base and retire the side, it's a good thing for her team.
A nice grab by the first baseman as well, and that retires the Penrith team. It'll be Blakey will come out and try to shut this one out here. Penrith convincingly in front, and now it is on the bats of Sutherland. They've only had 2 innings. This is in the bottom of the third. They need to score some runs. The DP in the Sutherland lineup up the bat here, and that is Elizabeth Reardon. Swings at the opening pitch.
Blakey is starting where she left off in the previous inning.
Certainly. took the catch to complete that last inning. There's another swing and a miss. A nice pitch from Blakey. Good speed and has found the mark now in this second inning that she's pitching.
I think that's been key for her. Just her ability to change up the pace of her pitches. She's not just a one speed type pitcher, which when you don't necessarily have all the pitches in your repertoire, you do kind of want to make sure you're able to variate your speed.
Absolutely. She's found the spots now. To Reardon. 2 strikes on her. One's just a little bit high. Johnston again holds it up there. Umpire Barclay not convinced. 2-2 the count now. Swings at one upstairs. This time they get the out. Reardon back to the dugout. Another K2 for Blakey.
Good job by Blakey there. But in saying it, I also like the intent for the batter there. Knowing possibly that the score it has been blown out by quite a bit, just to be able to get there and swing the bat like she did is a good thing. We'll set her up well for the future at bats.
Now the catcher comes up to the plate. Jasmine Welsh. He has a look at the first one. Looked hittable. Welsh decided to let it go. Gets the ball that she was after. Ian's back. Ready to engage here. She swings at that one. Fouls it away for a 1-on-1 count. Good to see the sun out here. No? Thought we might have had some rain. Touch wood here. We see a foul ball. Touch wood, we don't get any of that precipitation that seems to come out when we have a state championships here at Blacktown.
Yeah, most definitely. I would say is that the 18s, it doesn't necessarily have the 35s curse. It just always seems to be running around there. So it's a good thing to see the sun out. Also a good job by the grounds crew to make sure the ground's good.
They always look after us as we see another K2 for Blakey. That's the second out here. We go back to the top of the lineup. From Nicola Blyton. She needs to get on base here to keep this game going. If not, it'll be an early finish for the girls. Gets a piece, a little ground ball, backhanded by the shortstop. There'll be no play. She stumbled. Find it over to one anyway. Oh, there's a turn. No, she didn't, says the umpire. Blyton.
I believe that the umpire is saying that there was no intent by the runner to move across to second base. I believe that she probably just would have just turned and been like, okay,
Yep.
I got it. And all of her excitement.
She certainly gave herself up as she made her way back to the base. She thought she could have been in struggle street. Throw to 2. Just a bit of a delay on getting the ball down for the tag there. Blyton scurries away to second base to be in the scoring position here. And it's Isabella Downs who steps up to the plate. In the dirt, taken by Johnston. Blyton stays at second.
I was just looking down at the third base coaching box and wondering if that stolen base was the coach's call or a player's call, took him on herself.
Probably on the player, I would imagine. As Downs fouls another one away. It was just almost, I'm going to put the bat out here and see what happens, as opposed to a solid swing, a committed swing for a 1 ball, 2 strike count here.
I was going to say, I'm describing my swing every time I see it.
Hey, what about that Waratah League home run? Let's talk about that while I've got you in the box.
I mean, it was the one and only hit. I got that whole tournament, so I'm happy with it.
I would be saluting, high-fiving everybody I saw after that one. It was a beautiful piece. Let's see if Downs can do something like that here. She gets a bat to it, pops it up, goes over the head of the second base. Blyton's going to come home and score here, an RBI for Downs. Not convincing, but effective.
It was definitely like at a time where morale might be down, for her to step into that box. Just make contact. Doesn't have to be solid contact at the end of the day, as long as you get past the fielder. She gets herself on base and scores the run for Sutherland, so well done.
Excellent play there by young Isabella Downs for Sutherland, and now Layla Southam steps up. Powerful batting stance down there. She's all wound up, ready to uncoil like a spring. Let's see if she can get contact here. Hands it back. Holds the called strike. Downs with a big lead off, but there's no play there from Johnson on the runner. Fouls it away.
I like what I'm seeing there in terms of Blakey. I mean, after a hit, pitchers tend to try and rush their way through the next few pitches. She's taken her time, given herself some time to reset, and has done well with this batter.
Philippa Cracknell pitched the first game, started this game as well. Then Blakey's come in and she's done a great job as we see another K2, and that is time and game. It was a beautiful pitch from Blakey, called strikeout, and that retires Sutherland, so that'll be the end of the game. Penrith take it out convincingly. Got to be said, as you talked about in the run of the game there, Mo, it's great to see the Sutherland girls ahead of you. Hopefully they take away from the fact that Penrith did everything they could there to win the way they did, but Sutherland showed plenty of fight. They never, dropped their bundle as such.
Yeah, most definitely, and like we've alluded to throughout this game, is even upon walking in the game this morning, I've seen a lot of new faces, a lot of new names that we're hearing in this commentary box, and that's a really good thing for the game. But in terms of Sutherland, they can only grow from here. By being exposed to this type of softball, you would hope that they'll be able to take the skills that they've learned across this program into their coaching or games on a Saturday and come back better off at the next tournament.
Absolutely, mate. It's been a pleasure having you on board. Get the old dynamic duo back together. We're going to take a quick break. The next game comes your way at 1 o'clock, and we'll bring you all the action here from Blacktown in this Under-18s 2026 Girls Championships.
Hey, Moe, is it Aaliyah or Alia? Alia.